Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghost Gaming with me, Christopher, and welcome to not a start of a new series. I know that I mentioned that whenever we do this game again, I'm going to be playing on Maximum Challenge, and we're going to be playing with the new DLC, the one you see right over here, Distant Places. I thought it would take longer for that DLC to arrive, and it didn't. It arrived now, or very, very recently. And I thought, you know what, we're not getting back to Endzone anytime soon. It's going to be quite a while until we do. I have other things planned before that. So I thought, you know what, I do want to have a bit of a look at this. I want to show you guys what it's about. So we're going to just do a one-off and then basically look specifically at the things that we get from Distant Places. We can see down here, just a quick recap. We can travel to mysterious places far off the map. There are 12 large-scale global expeditions taking you to 4 yet unseen places. There are new buildings and some exotic seeds like coconuts and bananas. Now, I have not done anything with this. This is going to be brand new to me too, and I think that that's fine. I know enough about the game, so nothing is really going to be that surprising game mechanics wise, I think. And other than that, we'll probably be able to handle it together, won't we? So let's get into the game and see what this is all about. And say hello to New Ghostville. Yes, this is a city that we left off in the latest series. A city that is doing quite well for itself. The food situation is good, the water situation is good, resources is aplenty. This is basically a settlement that works exactly as it ought to do. There are a couple of things that we can do. We might actually do it in this very episode, because we are going to have some time before we can get to the UC stuff. If we go into research, this is where we now find some stuff. So, for example, Lem's useful devices. No idea what it is, but it is in food and housing. And we apparently need to do an expedition to the east. Don't know what that means, but we're gonna find out. Over here, we have durable structures. We do an expedition to the west on this occasion. In logistics, we have a regular gathering of the merchants. That is an expedition to the north. In electricity, improved power system. Would you believe it? Expedition to the south. Now, in technology and defense is where we're gonna be directing our attention immediately, because we need to do the balloon station. The balloon station is what we need to indeed send expeditions to faraway places. So no longer is it only the merchants that are going to be throwing balloons at us. We are going to be throwing balloons everywhere. So indeed, we can take advantage of special trade offers after that. Again, don't exactly know what that means, but we'll find out. Now, as for resources, none of that is going to be any problem. We have so much of that, so no problem whatsoever. Over in prosperity, there isn't really much else for us to do. So yeah, we are going to focus on the balloon station. However, we need some more knowledge. We only have 2 points. We need 3. So that means that we are going to have to make time tick along a little bit, which is already is. What I've noticed when just checking in is that I do have some buildings that are still yet unpowered. Let's sort that out while we're here. And so basically you need you can have just it on the side here, that's fine. Or here we can probably just have it at the back of you, that should be good. Should probably also be able to have it at the corner here, just corner here, corner here, corner here, and then at the back, so you can be done. I think that is what I... No, all of this. Okay, never mind. And actually, didn't I get this working? I really thought I had this working. Alright, well, that is easily fixed. We just place one at the corner here. And actually going over here, yeah, I probably never got to this place. That is true. Hopefully, if I do it here, that'll be enough. I can probably do that. On the side, and let's not do it in here in case I want to have something there. I'm not entirely sure that I will, but let's just do some of this. Presumably we can get over there. We are going to have to do something in order to get it. Supposedly we can do something like that, right? Yes, you fit here. Vaguely. That should be good. Right, so we set some of that up. That is gonna be lovely. So let's just get that research in. Should be doing well. By the way, how was power doing? We are using batteries, but if we speed up, are we depleting the batteries at this point? We are still in night time. We are in fact doing that exactly on point. So again, we're gonna do some more stuff, which is not at all which does in no way have anything to do with distant places. You'll have to excuse me for that, but I do want the place to function. Don't exactly know if we're actually going to be able to make that. By the way, is everything connected here? No. This guy down here, not connected. Because I haven't actually done a road here that I was supposed to do, I suppose. So do that. And electricity, power things. This is how I've done it all the time. There we go. That's good. So yeah, you are now working with power. We should have that in no time whatsoever. In fact, wouldn't you know it, we get, even before we get the research ourselves, Susan Melfi here has some research for us. And we are making a whole bunch of money, so you can have yourself food. Well, food is what I wanted to say. There we go, just have some food. Close the barter deal. Of course, we're not getting that research immediately. We need to close the deal. But we should be doing that eventually. And actually, you know what? We're probably going to get the research by ourselves first. So yeah, by the way, this city is just it just does its thing at this point. It is cemeteries that I should be working a little bit on. I don't have enough of them, really. It's doing fine, but yeah, well, actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, it is doing rather well, isn't it? I think it is. Traded closed. We have a research here as well, so we actually have 1+ now. So let's get the balloon station going. And as I said, the stuff needed for that is actually nothing too bad at all. We should have everything even pretty damn close. By the way, we are doing a soap production run. That's going well as well. Right, so let's just chill out for a while the balloon station is being researched. Again, should not take too much time. I'm meanwhile gonna have a bit of a look at the power. I want to make sure that we can fill up some batteries, as well as keeping everything powered, because yeah, we don't have everything powered. Did you still not? Bloody hell, this game sometimes this game. Fine, you can have it from here then. Will that be sufficient? Jesus. Yeah, see, we're not actually even filling everything up, I think. Anyway, let's get back to that later. We are waiting for the research to come in on the balloon station. Alright, we are arriving at the research pretty damn soon. We're also closing in on season 300. Very, very nice. And cool. Kind of cool that I've been playing this city for so long. Here we go. So now we've unlocked the balloon place, the balloon station. Where do we put this? I have already thought that, you know, I have stuff over here. For example, the weather station. Doesn't that feel like it sort of fits this thing? It kind of looks... Alright, there's some like cranes and stuff on it. So balloon station, there's the sign over the door. So which direction do I want this? I think I kind of want it the other way, even though I won't actually see it, which is sad. But it'll be... No, actually, I will have it here. Here we go. That's the decision. So where's the... There we go. Oh, we're getting an autosave. Can it fit here? Yes, it can. Do like that. There we go. I'm actually going to cancel the autosave for this occasion. There we go. So logistics roads. Let's have a road here so that we can sort of have it go into the balloon. We are, of course, going to prioritize this. Don't do anything else. Damn workers or builders. By the way, how am I doing with people? See, I'm at a place with the city where we're not growing anything. We're just sort of doing what we're doing, and everything is just looking great. Running a touch low on electronics, but I don't think it's too bad. Everything else is just doing fine. We're sort of just hovering around 500 for each of these. Do I actually... Is that my level? Is that what we're not doing anymore? Yes, that is why we're not doing anymore. I have a level of 500 and that's a-okay. No need to produce more than necessary. So yeah, this is the cool bit and piece of what we're going to do. I don't exactly know, as I said, how this is going to work. So we'll see about that together. I have been working a bit with the electricity. So now everything should be... Oh, it's a bit laggy. Yeah, well, we're working on this. Yeah, see, they're getting there. Apparently I did too many of these. We actually don't need that many because it's already powered. But yeah, I'm getting there. And I think that, wow, really slow. Ooh, a burst pipe occurred at one of our water towers. Although we were able to temporarily seal up the hole, a lot of water leaked out, and the water tower ought to be repaired as fast as possible. Well, that is just too sad, ain't it? Because I don't care. Anyway, so yeah, the electricity should be rather a-okay. So, how are we doing here? What did we need, by the way? Still just basic stuff, which is interesting. We don't need any prosperity things for this, which means that you don't have to get into prosperity to get into this. Of course, it's going to be a raider attack. I don't really want to have to deal with that, but we're going to have to. Right, production is coming in. What it's going to look like? It's going to look very, very cool. So, 301, think about 305-ish. Interesting noises. 305 about there-ish for the raiders. I don't really care so much. Alright, what do we need? We need scouts. That is a-okay. We can pull back some builders now. They are not necessarily needed. Don't need that many, because you, Mr. Guy over here, you are not needed right now. You don't work any at all. So scouts, take away that from there. There we go. So, open expedition unit. How does it work?
Or has the stupid antenna shifted out of place again? Whatever. In case someone out there hears me, here are my coordinates. I could use a couple of helping hands. Previous technical experiences. An asset.
Alright, so would that be Lem, the name we saw earlier? Possibly. So, we have sort of the same as before. Configure expedition, and we have a couple of skills that are going to be needed. Everyone is going to have metal tools. That is generally a good idea. We don't really need protective clothing, but since everyone has radiation suits, let's just go with that. What is... Yeah, there's a well keeper. I'm gonna max it out. Can I just... What? How does this work? Apparently I don't need anything. What? Do I need... I don't know how that works. Okay, let's just select some guys. Ah, there we go. Never mind. Alright. Should have selected the people first. So we need that, and we need that. There we go. So you are all fine. You can come, you can come, you can come, you can come, you can come. No, you can't, because that's enough. Right. So I would like to go for... I have no idea how action points is going to work, but let's do 16. That seems fun. So let's start that expedition. Cool. They're gonna have to gather all of the stuff, and actually, you know what, now that I thought about it, pull back some builders and actually go for this. I'm gonna have to have 20 scouts. Yes, there we go, because you're actually gonna have to start using that, because we are gonna be using that ourselves, because now these people are hopefully not dying before we get on the expedition. They are gathering stuff, and also they are gonna have to gather all of the stuff from here. So now the production limit is going down. Not the limit, but the amount that we have. And they are swiftly transferring it over here. So good thing that I'm maxing it out, because that is just gonna make everything go faster. So this is kind of exciting, see where this takes us, and is it gonna map transition us? That is a question I'm a bit curious for. Is it gonna map transition? Or is it just gonna be... Yeah, it has to, doesn't it? kind of feels like it has to. Map transition. All right. Well, everyone should be getting in here, right? Are you the last one? No. There we go. Equipping themselves. They have all of the stuff. They should already be wearing and carrying tools. Wearing suits and carrying tools that they already... Oh, there they go. And they're off. So, how does this work? Well, we have a bit of a traveling time. So, meanwhile, why don't we start thinking about the raider attack? Why don't we? So, they're coming from up here, which is slightly annoying because I haven't said anything. I haven't said any defenses up here whatsoever. The first defense, well, okay, fine. There's one guy here. They have, by the way, changed this a bit. And I realize now that I am woefully unprepared for this because I have not set you guys up. That's bad. We can carry more bullets. We can carry more bullets. You know what I'm going to do? As a one-time thing, we are going to have all of you guys set up over here. Down there, you turn on. They're coming from up there. They could absolutely go down here. They could go here. They could go here. Hopefully not in here. So let's say no on that. Don't exactly know how many I need. How many militia I need. Presumably because I'm running... Okay, you are all full up. Okay, cool. I completely forgot that I had... a few of you set up already. How's everyone here doing? Okay, well, we're gonna have to put some people on that. What can I take back from right now? Let's take back teachers. We don't need that many teachers. You go into militia. We can presumably take away some of you. Militia. Can presumably take away... I'm doing a whole lot of food at this point. You know what? No fishers, no gatherers. There we go. I think that's well enough. 10 everywhere. Feels like I'm probably in excess here. How many bullets do I have? Because I kind of need a whole lot of bullets. But we should be fine. The important thing in what we're doing... Balloons are taking over the sky. I like it. Okay, so you're actually traveling... for quite some time, it would appear. Alright, well, we'll chill out. We'll have some fun. If the bandits or raiders come, they come. If we get to the expedition first, that is what's gonna happen. So, yeah, let's just keep everything ticking along. Well, it seems like the expedition might win. I just say that, and Liam the Prophet shows his face. We are gonna refuse, because I've set everything up, and you shall all go die. How is this gonna work? Are we gonna be interrupted now? That might happen. We'll see what happens. Alright, well, you know what, no. Let's actually deal with the raiders first. Liam the Prophet, where are you going? Are you gonna go... No, you are going down here. That's very stupid of you. Because, yeah, with more bullets, more efficiency, etc., etc., you're not gonna have a good time, especially when you went in here, you stupid idiot. That was not smart of you. And there we go, leave us in peace. So, we got some stuff from that as well. For some reason, we got a whole lot of neck scarves. I don't care about that, but there you go. Right. Now that we've done that, let's do the fun bits.
Has someone just landed there? If you did, then press the button at the gate. The intercom only works when you ring the bell.
Oh, that's Lemon. He's horrifying looking. Wow. That's an interesting piece of graphics. Ooh, I like this workshop and all of that good stuff. All right. So, a large gate. We need to use, apparently, our action points for pushing a button. Okay, rather luck, it's bolted shut, but there are some speakers up here, a bit improvised but in good shape. Looks like we'll have to ring the bell. He said so, yes. Ring the bell.
Hello? That's too much for me. The bell actually works. Who's there? And much more importantly, do you have the potatoes with you? This is the first big visit in years. Nonsense. Decades. I must say, this is... Can you hear me at all?
Interesting that... Okay, so he's been alone here sort of building all of this up. That's quite amazing. So what's going on exactly? Well, the connection is bad, boss. Should we keep trying to look around here first? Ooh, we get actually choices. That's interesting. So now I'm wondering, do I do this? Or do I just be friends with him and not actually start messing up all of the stuff over here? No. Let's continue the conversation.
Hello? This damned antenna. I knew that. I'm opening the gate, okay? The roof. You hear me? There's an antenna on the roof. All you have to do...
And what do we have to do? Well, the light's gone dead, boss. It says something about an antenna up there on the roof. It's probably broken. I don't have a clue how we can get up there. Well, at least the gate should be open so we can get in. Alright, at home, this ladder would have ended up in the junkyard, but it looks pretty stable. Stabil? That is not English. Oops. Let's just hope that none of the rungs snap when we go up. Luckily, we have someone along who knows about scrap. Cool. So we can go up the ladder, or we can take the porch roof. As a porch roof outside the building looks sturdy, at least a bit difficult to climb though. Definitely not for the faint of heart. We're all young and agile. We can do it. No. Do the smart thing. Do the ladder. Has succeeded. Some of the rungs creak a little, but the ladder holds our weight. Up here is the antenna. This looks like a fuse box here in the corner. That weird guide said something's broken here. It looks pretty improvised. So we have an antenna and we have a fuse box. This antenna looks pretty improvised, but we could try to fix it. And the fuse box is locked. Doesn't look like we'll be able to get it open. The cables look okay from the outside. Maybe there's a loose contact somewhere inside. That's it's a low chance. Basically 50%, but let's try it. They failed. Yes, kick it doesn't always work. It doesn't mean it doesn't seem to have an effect on anything except on sore foots or feet. Right, the antenna. Perfect. We just need to move it around a bit and bend a few wires. Do we actually get stuff from that? That's interesting.
Holy taters, you've repaired the system. Welcome, my helpful guests. My name is Lem, inventor and third-generation builder. I'd welcome you in person, but my mother always said you have to be careful around strangers. At any rate, since you're already here, then do take a look at my technical marvels. Go right ahead. You'll be amazed.
I would like to do that, and I like the Heart M over here. What is that going on about? Don't know. Alright.
Go on. Just take a closer look at this gem. That's my potato harvester. The only problem is it's not working at the moment. Just so you know, I love potatoes. They can be boiled, roasted, mashed, baked, stuffed, and french fried. Not to mention the chips. A life without this wondrous miracle would be a tragedy.
Absolutely. So, we have a broken device. We have a strange apparatus.
Just look at it, and it was all my idea.
Well, what is it?
You sit on it and push the pedals. And in the cauldron that makes this, what's that thing called again? Okay, the hook goes round and round. Great machine.
Uh-huh. Alright. Doesn't actually say what it did, but I would assume that is some sort of stirrer or something, and you have a bicycle basically that powers it. Cool.
Of course. Well, theoretically, I mean, what should I say? It broke down. There were, teething problems more than once. Do you think you can get it up and running?
I think I already did, but we'll try again, I suppose. So yeah, we could get on that, but we also have something to replace over here. Alright. Surely we'll find some spare parts here for the machine. What a mess. There's so much junk just lying around. Well, let's fire our way through it. A couple of parts looked at, they're in pretty good shape, and etc, etc. Keep looking. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. What did you find there? The chain! That was what I really wanted to use, but then I couldn't find it. I looked and looked for days. Good, it ought to work better that way than with the bedsheet. Yes, presumably. There's also a covered machine here.
That over there? No need to concern yourselves with that. It's just an early prototype.
Oh, well then. So this is done. Yes, we've done that. So broken device and covered machine. We'll get back to the covered machine. Let's go for the broken device.
Just take a closer look at
so that is the potato harvester.
Sorry, out of luck. One of the tires has gone flat. I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have any potatoes for you. I'm sorry, but my own, well, I used them up. That's the word. They're all gone. That's how it is.
Well, I will gladly let you know that I have so many potatoes at home.
Yes, potatoes! That poor thing actually ought to be working on the fields there. But it's not running. I'm not the youngest anymore, you know. Can you do something about the tire?
We shall see. Alright, we're filling down. Problems connect. Landing place, problems connecting down. What do you mean down? I don't know. We can try and repair this.
Patch the tire. Sure, I already had that idea the day before yesterday, too. But then, well, something cropped up in the meantime and it slipped my mind again. Good thing you're here.
Well, good for you that I am here indeed. So more knowledge. And one settler got a technician's badge. A bunch of tools, nothing too bad. Oh, and this actually... The down is filling up. Whatever that means. That means that we only have one thing left. The covered machine.
Nothing beats a well-functioning machine. Well, soon to be well-functioning. All that's left are a few parts. Then it's ready to go. But that's no concern of yours right now. Just leave it covered up.
Why?
It's a secret, get me? And it'll stay that way until it's ready. Things unfinished aren't so, my mother always said. It's going to be a masterpiece. No two ways about it. You'd better take a step back or else you'll break something.
I think we're fine. So we can't take a step back, indeed. But of course we're gonna look at it. This is interesting. We can't wait to see what's under the tarp. Do you think Lem would notice if you just took a quick peek underneath it? Of course he wouldn't.
Hey, what did I say? Don't peek. Step back. It's a secret, a very special one. My secret. You didn't touch anything, did you? I certainly hope not.
Oh, well, fine.
Okay, fair enough. I know how it is. As a kid, I was always inquisitive. Pa had to hang everything on ropes so that I couldn't get to them. But I got my fingers on most of them anyway. Say, do you feel like helping me?
Well, I've been doing nothing but helping you since I got here, so sure. So, what can we do? Don't help or help? Absolutely, we are helping.
I knew that I could count on you. Listen, there's a settlement northeast of here. It was once my hometown. But you've got to watch out. The place is highly contaminated with radiation, and you need special gear. There are some components that I need for perfecting the machine. You've got to get them.
So that's presumably the first one of the at least 4 missions. So, we are back at the large gate. We apparently want to inspect it. Well, okay, so we have the strange crates. Well, okay, fine. Let's pry those open then. So let's take a look. These are pots and pans, at least a dozen. Some of them are barely even used. Why would anyone throw this away? Well, I guess we can take them along. Cool. We are 100% fine here. So loot and return. There we go. We can pick some stuff with us. What do I want to focus on? The expedition rations. I don't want to have to deal with that. Can I get everything? Oh. Okay, fine. I can get everything. Never mind. Loot and return. And back home, everything is just chill and dandy. How are we doing with regards to this? This seems largely taken care of, doesn't it? We can actually... Why are you... Yeah, you should be... What are my builders actually doing? Because some of this should be built up, shouldn't it? Can I... What can I do here? I mean, you ought to be possible to be repaired. So would you please sort of repair this, someone? Anyway, yes, we are back home and the expedition is going to return eventually. We should be fine for raiders, so that's not gonna be a problem. So I just wanna simply keep going. So wait for them to get back and then it's off again. Well, we're getting there. They are returning home and, you know, back home, everything is fine. We're having a difficult demand, which is producing coffee. I don't have a lot of coffee beans. Well, 490, but I don't think that actually is going to be... I don't know how many coffee beans you use for, like, 20 coffee, which is sort of what I'm using here. Not entirely sure. Anyway, they are back, so let's go again. So, expedition to the east.
Hello?
Oh.
This is an SOS. We're on a ship off the coast. We don't have any supplies. If you hear this, if you find us somehow, please help us.
Ah, so I've done this. Okay, so end the chapter. Is that what we're doing?
Good thing I've reached you. I'm sending you the coordinates for my old homestead. It would be best to equip yourselves with everything one would need for such an extensive expedition.
Alright, so, yeah, okay, so that's the east, we have the south, and we have the west.
If anyone can hear us, we've gotten stuck en route and have some problems. We've run out of water. Any kind of help would be welcome here. If you can hear us out there, we're going to radio through our coordinates now. Water. We need water.
Alright, the need of water.
Sends you greetings from afar. I've run into a very special place here, but I don't want to reveal too much yet. The thing is, I need your help here, urgently.
Ah, it's the guy with the irradiated stuff. You are a part of this. This is cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going with this. Why not? So let's set this up. Obviously, everyone has metal tools. Everyone has radiation suits. So, we're gonna have to have everyone young, so you can't join. You're gonna join. We need someone with a hammer and scrap. You can do that. No, that's not good enough. Ooh, I do not have... Maybe. Okay, you can come. Yeah, you were good because you had several things. I already have someone educated. What do I need? I need blacks. I need... Ooh, how many do I have? Well, that is actually 4. Do I have 4 people with these things? We have you over here. And do I have you with the... Oh, I can actually... But it was you that was... Yes. Let's have a bit of a look here. Yeah, you actually also filled out both of those. Yeah, of course, everyone's educated. Never mind. I do have one of you guys. And what is that? Cook badge. I should have one, right? Yeah, here we go. Ah, got everything. Awesome. Right, we're gonna have about 16 points. I think that seems fine. Everything is filled out. Metal tool, radiation suit, etc, etc. Start that up. So, you know what we'll do in this episode? I was about to say, it is sort of an episode. What we'll do in this video is... We'll finish this one off, alright? We'll finish this, the eastward expedition off. And I'll leave north, south, and west to you guys, and me eventually, when I finally get back to this game. Because, again, at some point I will absolutely do that, but for now, no. Can I fill this demand out? You know what, I'll try. Set up more people doing... doing the work of the pubs, but I have the 4 different kinds of stuff. Here's the problem. Why are you wearing problematic, rather incorrect suits? I don't know why. Yeah, because I looted some neck scars. Now people are equipping themselves with neck scars. Like, why on earth would you do that? There's so much radiation about. Bloody hell. Alright, well, they are actually doing a good job here. So, yeah, let's just allow them to gather everything up and travel. Again, it's probably gonna take a damn while to get where we need to go, but should be good anyway. So next step in the line is coming up, and we'll see what happens then.
Hey, can you hear me? Ha! It works! I always said that radio equipment would be just my kind of thing. Now I can hear you, even though I'm sitting in my armchair. Great! Now we can finally set off on the quest for the spare parts.
Alrighty, we are in place. So, what do we do here? So this is supposedly your old settlement. Alright, let's have a bit of a look.
So, what's it like? Everything's fallen apart, I guess. Probably no human being's been there for years. Radio through whatever you see to me, okay? Then I'll try to picture it and guide you in the right direction.
Sounds good.
The radiation is still very high, huh? Everything was in good shape for a long time, and you could live well there. But then the acid rain came, and suddenly everything changed.
Indeed. So, let's start with a look around.
You know, this place means a lot to me. I was there as a child, with Ma and Pa. I know it like the back of my hand. I see it all right in front of me.
I know exactly where you have to head to.
Alright, good to know. So there's a whole bunch of ruins here. Where should we start? Alright, we have each direction. Let's start with south. Sure, nothing to it. There's a police station in this direction, boss. Let's contact Lem and ask if he knows anything about it.
The old police station. We used to use it as a storeroom for potatoes and grains. It's locked up, you say? There's definitely a way in, for sure.
I mean, of course. So there's a front door, which is barricaded, and a collapsed wall. The collapsed wall seems good.
You know, as kids, we weren't allowed in the storeroom. It was always well guarded. But Anna and I managed to sneak our way in once anyway. We got away with a few potatoes. Nobody noticed. Those were the days.
He is really on about those potatoes, isn't he? I wonder if he's a hobbit by any chance.
I remember well that the room stood full of crates. Do you see them? Take a good look around. A wonderful place, isn't it? Packed full of useful things. There must be a large grain mill behind the crates. That's where you'll find the grinder I need. Get going, find it, and detach it.
Alrighty, so we're looking for a grinder.
Oh, yes, the potato crates. Back when I was little, I could stand up inside them. When they were empty, they were great for playing hide and seek. What fun!
So that's the potato crates.
As a child, I always imagined that the machine was a monster that gobbled up grain and ground its teeth really horribly as it ate. So what's up? Oh yeah, the grinder, right. That's what I need. You have to detach it.
But what about the workbench? We might get to that. Let's start with the
As
grinder.
a child,
So hey chief, we were able to detach the grinder, but it's completely rusted and useless. On the other hand, we did find some metal parts that look useful, and we definitely have to keep on looking for somewhere else. And now we're... Alright, we're sort of unlocking the workbench, so let's go for the potato crates. So the crates are empty, boss, but the wood is in good condition. Surely we can get some use of it. We need... Okay, so we kind of need to do the cellar door as well then, I
the
suppose.
basement was always locked. I was never inside. The grown-ups were often there at night. I wonder what they were up to there. With your tools, you shouldn't have any problems prying the hatch open.
Absolutely. So we're in, and now we know what we're doing down here. Shelves full of bottles. And it's definitely not water. Looks like they turned the potatoes into alcohol. And now we have access to the workbench.
He always squinted his eyes so intensely when he was concentrating. His whole face was full of wrinkles, almost like a leather couch.
There you go. So let's look inside.
Yes, very good. That must be the grinder. It rotates cleanly, you say? Perfect. Precisely what we've been looking for. Good thing Uncle Bill always stashed spare parts away.
Good thing indeed. So done with that. Let's now go west. I really hope I have enough points for this. I might have done myself a disfavor here and actually not have enough. What happens if I don't have enough? How do I depart? I don't know. Alright, west. There are several old houses. We're not sure if there's anything useful here. Let's ask Lem.
Our old house is at the end of the street. Yes, exactly. The door is probably locked. Yes, Ma was always very cautious. But there was a key somewhere. Where was that kept? It's so long ago. It's always the important things that slip your mind.
Well, we're gonna have to look then, I suppose. So parts of the upper level has collapsed. It's going to be quite a scramble, but at least there won't be any doors in our way. Climb up. I was grueling, but we made it.
How glad I'd be to be there with you now. You know I grew up there. My home sweet home. The pot we're looking for is in the kitchen. Do me a favor, okay? Walk through the rooms a bit. I just want to know how things look now.
Well, if I have the action points, I will.
Ma cooked here when she wasn't in the canteen. Just for us, on special occasions. She cooked. She cooked so well you have no idea. Really, not a clue. Her pot is there in the kitchen, for sure. You know your way around. You'll find it in a jiffy.
Absolutely. Let's look for the pot.
Yes, that's the one. It's a crying shame Ma left it behind. Pack it up. You won't find a better one. And meanwhile, the second one is broken. At last, at long last, I finally have a new one.
Good job. Let's actually go back. We know that we can go west. We're not done there. But let's head north first. So it looks like there's an old fuel station at the end of the road. Let's ask Lem about
Gas
it.
station? Oh yeah, the old workshop. That's where Pa worked. He was always dismantling, installing, converting, and tinkering with something. He was a fabulous inventor. Almost as good as I am. We ought to find a pump here. It's dead certain.
Absolutely. Right, lock the door. The rolling gate looks pretty run down. We should be able to force it open. Or we have a churchyard. Don't know why, so let's go for the rolling gate. Pretty easy once you find the right spot. We're through, boss.
Everything I know about machinery, I learned in this workshop. Right there with Pa and Uncle Bill. I was always watching. Sometimes, when no one was looking, I tried out something on my own. If you've got ideas, you have to test them, right?
True. So, we have an old engine. Let's look at that. So the engine doesn't look very impressive at first glance, but if you look closely, you can see that it's still in very good condition. Surely, we'll be able to get some use out of the dismantled parts. But not a pump. Okay, so we have to look at the courtyard. It's a pretty sizable garden. There are some graves and a few peculiar bushes.
The old churchyard. That's where Pa simply threw away whatever he didn't need anymore. And is the truck still there? That dilapidated old thing? Take a look at it. There must be an oil pump inside. We need it.
Alright, so that's where we were going. Yeah, that is the old truck. Let's look at that. And we failed. Okay, we can't get the pump out. Try again. There we go. And sorry, I cut you off. My bad. That's the one I needed, and all that is left to clean it thoroughly, then things can get going. We're getting closer and closer to perfecting the machine. And again, we're sadly going to have to ignore this place. And we're going to have to go east now. Yeah, okay, so you kind of need to sort of almost max out the number of points you can get, I suppose. Right, a burger place. What's up with that?
A burger place? That must be our old canteen, with the red seating units. We sat there and talked, everybody, all together, until we had to flee. There still has to be a mold here we can use for the machine.
Ah, we're looking for a mold. Okay, the place is totally collapsed. You can still see the red tables and seating areas that Lem was talking about. We can just walk right in. Alright, let's look at the cellar hatch. That seems useful. That was easy with a hatch like that. You just need the right touch and then it almost opens by itself.
Oh yeah, the basement. Ma always said we should run there when it gets dangerous and we're being attacked. We got to practice a few drills. We sure did. It was dark and wet, and I was always so afraid. Anna was there too, and she was a lot more fearless. She always told me stories then. But there was never ever an attack. Just the acid rain. I hope no one hid themselves down there back then. It was a horrible place.
Yeah, I don't want to find any corpses, if we can avoid it. A partition that was crudely thrown together out of boards. Looks like some kind of protective wall. Slits for shooting. A weird smell. Ooh, that's gonna be bad, isn't it? Agreed to guys investigate the matter. Looks like there are people here. I mean, dead people. There isn't much left of them. They've been down here for a while. They must have entrenched themselves here with guns and lots of ammunition. What is that? That is rubber. No, that's decontamination kits. Thought it was some sort of bullets, but or rather a weapon. But okay, fine. So let's go for the collapsed side. Another rubble lying around. We just hope that the roof won't cave in on us. We really need to be careful.
What a shame. Back then, that was a fine little spot here. There was always the best soup ever, with potatoes or turnips, so tasty. Maybe there's still some left there. Oh my, true, it's been a long time. Enough of that. The mold, that's why you're here. You have to find it.
Well, let's hope we can. I only have the 1 point left. Gray box and kitchen. Let's go for the gray box.
Sometimes I sneaked in. There was a gray box there, and when there was electricity, you could switch it on. Then it swooshed and crackled, like in a snowstorm. Maybe your veteran can do something with it. Any chance he's ever seen something like that before? At any rate, a great invention.
Okay, so probably not the mold. Bacon dishes, lamp sounds like something we can find in the kitchen. We should look there, yes.
A disc made of metal with holes in it. That's the mold, that's it. Now you're asking yourselves what it is, right? You'll see. Oh, you'll be amazed. I'll give you a hint. Flour, salt, and water. With the mold, the machine will be perfect.
Alright. So you've done that. Can't do anything else. So go back. We need to loot and return now. Very nice. I should probably go back. Should probably go back and just deal with the rest. Right? Isn't that what I should be doing? Wooden scrap, let's not focus on that. Yeah, I kind of do want to clear the area out, so let's do that. Can I actually get everything? I can as well, there you go. Alright, loot and return, and we shall be back. I don't think I need 16 more points, but I also don't want to skimp so that I miss anything. So back to my settlement, and then again back here before we finish off the chapter. Alright, we are back, and I did bring 16 points here. I just felt that, you know what, I don't want to have to miss anything. So 16 points should be well enough. Right, let's explore his home a little bit more.
After the acid rain, when everything got worse and got contaminated with radiation. That night, all the grown-ups yelled at each other. For weeks after, they didn't say a word. Us kids, we were silent too. Then we were gone, headed here for the island. Go take a look around. Maybe you can use something.
Well, we shall see. Well, we failed. Let's try again. There we go. There's a lot of clothing and medicine lying around our boss. They must have left it behind. We better take it along with us. That is some iodine. Cool. Let's also go for his bedroom.
My very own. I had cogwheels and screws and springs. So many toys. And then I had to leave it all back there when we left. Simply all of it. You know your way around. It's a sure thing that this here is a genuine gold mine. Don't be bashful. Take something you can use.
Well, let's hope they don't fail. They did, of course.
That was my...
Try. Come on. We're spending points here. Bloody hell. A genuine treasure trove of electronics and other parts. It's unbelievable what Lem collected as a child. Alright, well, we are now done with that, so that's good. Go back north.
Yes.
And see what we had to do here. We have the churchyard.
The old...
Yes. And we still have the gravestone crosses. Why are we interested in them? Something else, gravestone crosses, they would definitely put up after the catastrophe. So there are several names. Here's Bill. The other name is difficult to read. Wait a second, it says Anna. There we go, that's the name. So, okay, nothing from Lem on that. Fine. We have a strange plant. Strange plant growing here. Looks a bit like a small tomato. Should we collect a few samples? Of course we should. Physalis fruit seed. That is very exotic. Will do, boss. I've never seen anything like this before. Could it be due to the strong radiation? No. They always look like that. There you go. Okay, nothing more to it. So only east left to do. We have done the... No, rather, we didn't do everything in here. So, we have the grey box. Yes, what is that then? So, our vendor identified the box as a television. Oh, right. Apparently, there were something like a radio, but with pictures. And people used to sit around it in front of them for hours. Sounds crazy. Crazy indeed. So, that means... Alright, it says 88. Are we gonna have... What now, then?
I asked myself what happened to the others. To Uncle Bill and Anna. Where have they gone to?
Well, they're dead. So we don't know how well Lem will take it if we tell them about the truth about what happened here, boss. What should we do? Well, I think the truth is a good one. I mean, it was bound to be a possibility, so, you know, let's do that.
Are they really dead? Mm-hmm. Somehow I suspected it, yes. I would have been so glad to meet them again. To talk with them one more time, or to eat soup together. To play hide and seek one more time with Anna and tinker with Bill again in the workshop. I'll miss them.
Yeah, see, he took it rather well. Indeed, that was one of the possible solutions, so to speak. Alright, that is now 100%. We can loot and return. Let's make sure that we bring... Well, I probably can bring everything, can't I? I think Have I done the research for deeper pockets? Is that why we're being able to... Oh, pack full. Ooh, here you go, pack full. Didn't see that button. Alright, let's get back home and prepare for the last stage of this expedition. Alright, they are back, and we can now indeed end this chapter.
Preparations are moving along fast and furious. Now that we have all the parts together, we can start to let my grand invention become a reality. Do drop by, but don't forget to bring me the spare parts.
Absolutely. What do we need? We need a bit of electronics. Nothing too bad. Right. I want to try... I don't know how we can see the age. Oh, here we go. Remove all very old adults. I don't want anyone dying. No, sorry. Go away. There we go. So Esteban, we can do you, and we need a spatula wielding guy, and then we're basically done. So let's get people who currently don't have jobs. That's normally what I do at the very least. Do we find anyone? Why do everyone have jobs? There we go. And on this occasion, what's the absolute max I can go for? I don't have to go back there again. Here we go. I can do 28 points. Let's start that and let's finish off this little story. So what were we able to do? Lem's useful devices in food and housing. So we kind of should look at like durable structures, which direction you want to go first. So merchants, if you go there, and then it was some with power. I'm okay with doing the useful devices here. That seems like a fun thing. Yeah, I'm also doing some other research just to have something to do. Also, try desperately get the last animal. I'm missing one animal, which is the roe deer. I think that she has it. She has animals at the very least, but I don't know if she has that one. But we'll see. So yeah, let's just send people on their way, and we'll wrap up with Lem. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of a contraption he has got for us.
Good thing you're here at last. I've got everything all prepared already, too. If you've brought the spare parts with you, then we can get started right away as well.
Well, we are here, and it's time to finish this off. I brought a whole bunch of points, so we should be able to do a little bit whatever. Ooh, side entrance, you say? Well, that's odd if we discovered a side entrance. We didn't even notice it last time. Should we see what's behind the door? We should. So there's a door, it's not locked, and it looks like there's a passage leading deep into the rocks. Hopefully it's not dangerous. Maybe we find Lem himself. So this is just unbelievable. Wow, what a pity you can't see it. There's a boat made completely out of steel. I've seen pictures of something like this in some book. I think it's a submarine. It's in perfect shape. How did it get here? Sounds crazy. Well, there's a light at the end of the passage, probably under the door. Should we go through it? Oh, well, this is fun. A fishing spot, you say? We made it. We seem to be on the other side of the rocks. This would be the perfect place to go fishing. Wait a minute. Lem must have had the same idea. That's bait. We've never seen anything like it. That is ingenious, boss. We should use it at home too. So we got some expedition fun research. Yeah, some fish, and someone got a fisher badge and some knowledge. Cool. Alright, well that was a nice little excursion. We have the gate. So the gate is closed again. Lem seems to take his security precautions pretty seriously. Let's ring the bell. He's waiting for us already. Hopefully the intercom still works.
Oh, is the gate closed? I'll open it up quickly. I can still recall our adventure in the town so well, as if I'd been there with you. And I was too, via radio. You told me everything so nicely. Come on in, go ahead, don't be shy. Then we can get started right away.
I wonder if we actually do get to meet him, sort of. Alright.
Oh, how wonderful. The parts, they're definitely the right ones, aren't they? Come on, off to the machine. Although, wait a second. The radio mast hasn't been functioning anymore since this morning. Thank God you were already on your way here. Take a look at it. That would be great.
Well, sure thing. So, we could take a look around, like, what kind of books are these? It looks like there's interesting stuff here. I think I remember seeing something similar at school. Okay, sure, flip through the books. Looks like cookbooks. There are scribbles all over the place. There isn't one ingredient without a comment. Some of this information will surely be useful for a work in the kitchen. More knowledge and someone became a cook. We have the radio mast. Absolutely, let's go for that. A miracle of technology, chaotic but ingenious. The dish was just a little bit out of position. We were able to straighten it out quickly. Lem installed equipment that allows him to transmit much further than we can. We should do that too, boss. That could be really useful. So, well, we brought 10 electronics and now we have 40, so sure. Alright, well, off to the machine then. And let's see what we've got here.
My masterpiece. And now all the parts are there. Thanks to you, naturally. They only have to be installed. Then it'll purr like a kitten.
I mean, you say this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bit unsure because I'm also noticing the board over here, which says days without accident 0. All right. Well, what's up?
Not so nosy. Not so impatient. You won't see until it starts running. First, install the parts. Get going. Get to it.
All right. So we have to do each and every single one. Start with the pump. Oh, sorry. Again, cut you off. So we're good. One step closer to perfection. The pump is much better than the scrap I experimented with at first. Let's do the pot.
So, that's a good place for the pot. The wonderful final product will be collected here.
Alrighty then. Let's, it says Noodle Master over here, 3000. So, are we gonna get noodles by any chance? Let's see here, the grinding mill.
Now it can mill grains, coarse or fine, grainy or small. Whatever, it can simply do anything. Great work.
Alright, and the last little bit, the baking form.
Super, that's the spot. Everything has to have its place, right? One mold for everything. Simply wonderful.
Alright, let's get this thing going then. So we've done everything, and it is now back to the gate. Okay. Oh, right, here we go. Machine start. There we go. Right, what is gonna happen? Very, very exciting.
Not so fast, not so impatient. Good. We'll venture a try. Start the machine.
Yay, let's do it.
What? Do I hear something there? Is it running? No, that can't be. After all, the design draft, so much work. It has to run. Just take another look at it, okay?
Well, let's try and kick it then. All fuses and new cable. Yeah, let's check the fuses here.
Yes, that sounds better already. Much, much better.
And again, we get so much electronics.
I don't know either, but things like that can always be solved somehow. Come on, get going. A dash of creativity, please.
Oh, sure then. Look for tools. Okay, fine. Let's start looking for tools. Something in the motor is loose. We need to tighten it up with some screws, but we need a special tool for that. There's got to be one lying around here somewhere.
Ah, you found the toolbox. The tools you need are lying inside. Yes, indeed. They enable you to get to the motor. Very good.
There we go.
It's still not running. Don't worry. I've been tussling with machinery my whole life. We'll get it done.
Well, what if you actually get here then? Why are you letting us do this? Why aren't you coming here yourself? Alright, well, we can't kick it or just restart it. No, let's wait with the kicks a little bit. Let's try and restart.
Am I hearing this right? Yes, I hear it. Ha! I told you so. Boil the water, get the wheat. We'll make dough. We'll make noodles.
It is noodles, in fact. Yes, dough, pasta.
Noodles. Yeah, soup. Noodle soup. Simply fabulous. Ma's recipe. At last there will be noodles again. Noodles for everyone. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lem's extra special Noodle Master 3000. And you witnessed it. If only Ma could see this.
Feels like a really hefty machinery just to make noodles, but alright. So, and that apparently is the grave of Mother.
Yes, Ma. She passed away a few years ago, and I buried her here.
Very sorry to hear that.
She was old and happy and loved this island, the sunset and the sea breeze. I manage all right, except for her noodles. They're missing. I simply never got the hang of making them when I cooked.
Well, you got your Noodle Master 3000, so should be good now. So, a pasta machine to cook pasta. Is that really right?
You don't understand. Her noodles. You've never tried them. Her noodle soup is so superb. Heavenly. I've never had it turn out on the stove like hers.
Well, okay, fine, but what now?
But now, Now there's finally noodle soup again at last, but Lem style, using a machine.
Well, let's hope it actually tastes good then. So, well, that is indeed great. Oh, there he is! Lem himself! He's just looking out over everything. We have to make a conscious effort to keep some everyday luxuries in this world. So should we... What? A pasta machine? There is a life out there for this? For noodles? No, noodles are awesome.
I knew it. You like my machine. I knew it. Wait, I've got something for you. Go on, take it. In grateful return for your help.
What is it?
I have a lot more useful devices for your settlement here. I think I ought to share my inventions with you. Ma would have wanted it that way. Take this guide. It says inside how you can construct them.
Alright, that would be the useful machines and tools and whatnot that we have seen in our research. Alright. So fantastic, we'll try it out in our settlement right away. It was a pleasure. We can also be irritated. Thanks for the manual. I really doubt it will be much help to us. Oh, come on, be friendly.
For me, it was an honor. It really was.
Cool. So with that, we are 100%. We can now loot and return, gather everything, and we are off back home.
Thanks for helping me. The Noodle Master 3000 works precisely as planned. Your assistance was truly welcome.
Well, you are grateful, I was about to say. You are well welcome, that's what I wanted to say.
Remember the guide full of useful equipment. A little efficiency when processing food certainly won't harm you. You'll save a respectable amount of food and water as a result. Practical, isn't it? Then take care. You'll be hearing from me.
Alright, so is that basically what we got, sort of efficiency stuff then? So whether it's a blender, a scale or pasta machine, Lem's useful devices will increase the efficiency of food preparation from now on. As a result, less food and water is lost during processing, reducing the use of resources throughout this settlement. Not bad, but also not that exciting, really. But sure, I mean, I'm already making so much of everything, so sure. Still no sign of the animals that I want. He also has a few animals, but not anything I would like. But there you go. That is the first of the ones. Well, I say first. That is the eastward expedition with Lem and his Noodle Master 3000. Then we have 3 more to go, and I gotta say, for a DLC, it's good. I mean, I just enjoy the fact that the developers of this game just keep pushing out DLCs. I think they might be slightly overpriced, just ever so slightly, but I still don't think it's that bad. One main thing, you can see that we are now in season 336. We started out at about 290, I think. So about 40 seasons to get one of the directions done. And that is mainly... Okay, fine, I had to go back twice, or rather a second time to the same location. That is true. But other than that, it was mainly just wait time, because yeah, the expeditions take quite a long time, both going out and returning. So it's a bit of a time sink, but you know, you could get this early on. That's the sort of beauty of it, I think. Because if you go here in technology and defense, getting to 3 isn't that difficult, and as we saw before, the stuff you need in order to actually research it is just standard stuff. So you could actually have the balloon station and the regular expeditions going at the same time. So sure, doing it like this, when this is sort of the only thing that we're doing, means quite a lot of downtime and just sitting around waiting. But if you do it at the same time as other things, other expeditions and so on, it actually won't be that bad, I think. So yeah, I like this. It's a good thing, and basically exactly what I've been requesting as well. Because yeah, once you're done with the expeditions over here, this doesn't really matter anymore. And with the balloon station now, you have more things, and this is actually quite good as well, because they can basically add on anything. They could do a DLC just for this. They can add a whole many more expeditions where you can go and have some interesting interactions with random people. So yeah, they have something good going here. They can do a lot more with this. We'll see if they do, however. We'll see if they do. But I'm looking forward to do another series of this game at some point, where we will be doing everything with regards to the distant lands. But for now, I think that you sort of got to get the point about what you're doing. Nothing too much, just research your building and then off you pop. So yeah, for anyone who likes this game, I think that this is a pretty damn nice addition. For now though, this has been Ghostmut Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.